Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. James chapter 4, verse 8. These words are a beautiful invitation, a beacon of hope, a promise whispered from the heart of God. They remind us that no matter where we are in life, no matter how far we may feel from the divine, there is always a path back, a path illuminated by his love and grace. He longs for us. He yearns for closeness, for intimacy, for a relationship that transcends the everyday. This longing is not just a fleeting desire, but a deep, abiding passion. It is a call to experience a love that is pure, unconditional, and everlasting. This verse isn't about physical distance. It's about the condition of our hearts. It's about the barriers we build, the walls we erect, and the fears we harbor. It's about breaking down those walls and opening our hearts to the divine presence that is always near. Are we open? Are we seeking? Are we willing to let go of our doubts and embrace the faith that calls us? The journey to God is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It requires courage, trust, and a willingness to be vulnerable. Are we willing to take a step, knowing He's already taken 1,000 towards us? Each step we take is met with His grace. Each moment of doubt is met with His reassurance. He is always there, waiting for us to make the move. God's love is unconditional, yes, but a relationship requires participation from both sides. It is a dance of give and take, of listening and speaking, of being present and attentive. It is a relationship that grows and deepens with time and effort. He's waiting, arms open. Will we draw near? The invitation is always there, the door always open. It is up to us to take that step, to accept the invitation, and to experience the profound love and peace that comes from drawing near to God. Draw near to God. What does that even mean? It's simpler than we think. Drawing near to God is not about grand gestures or monumental changes. It's about the small, everyday moments that we often overlook. It's about turning our hearts and minds towards Him, even in the midst of our busy lives. It's about finding a moment of stillness in the chaos, a moment to breathe and connect. It's about turning our hearts and minds towards Him. It's about acknowledging His presence in the mundane and the miraculous. Whether we are at work, at home, or out in nature, He is always there. It's about acknowledging His presence in the mundane and the miraculous. It's about seeing His hand in the beauty of a sunrise, in the laughter of a child, in the kindness of a stranger. It's about choosing faith over fear, hope over despair. It's about trusting that He has a plan for us, even when the path is unclear. It's about believing that we are never alone, even in our darkest moments. It's about recognizing His hand in our lives, even when we don't understand. It's about finding peace in the knowledge that He is in control, even when everything seems to be falling apart. Each act of love, kindness, and forgiveness is a step towards Him. Each time we reach out to help someone in need, we are drawing closer to Him. Each time we choose to forgive, we are building a bridge to His heart. Each prayer whispered, each song of praise, each moment of quiet reflection. These are the bridges we build. These are the moments that bring us closer to Him, that help us to feel His presence in our lives. So let us continue to build these bridges one moment at a time. How do we draw near in the busyness of life? Start small. Begin each day with a simple prayer of gratitude. Find a verse that resonates and meditate on it. Listen to worship music on your commute. Take a walk in nature and appreciate His creation. Replace worry with prayer. Turn off the distractions and simply sit in His presence. Remember, it's not about elaborate rituals. It's about a heart that seeks Him, a mind that focuses on Him, a life that reflects Him. I remember a time when I felt lost and alone. It was as if the weight of the world was pressing down on my shoulders, and I couldn't see a way out. I was facing challenges that seemed insurmountable. Every day felt like a battle, and I was growing weary from the constant struggle. One evening, in the quiet of my room, I poured out my heart to God, tears streaming down my face. I felt so vulnerable, so exposed, but I had nowhere else to turn. And in that moment of surrender, I felt a peace that surpassed all understanding. It was as if a gentle presence enveloped me, whispering words of comfort and hope. It wasn't that my problems vanished, but I knew I wasn't facing them alone. There was a newfound strength within me, a reassurance that I could endure whatever came my way. God was right there with me, guiding me through the storm. His presence was a constant reminder that I was never truly alone. That experience taught me the power of drawing near to God. It showed me that in our darkest moments, when we feel most abandoned, He is closest to us. It's in those vulnerable moments, when we come to Him with open hearts, that we experience His love and faithfulness most profoundly. And through that encounter, I learned to trust in His plan, knowing that He is always there, ready to lift us up and carry us through. Take a moment now to reflect. How can you draw near to God today? What step can you take to deepen your relationship with Him? Remember, He's waiting, He's listening, and He's ready to draw near to you.